If I could go back in time and give my 18-year-old self just one money lesson, not a stock tip, not a business idea, not a secret investment strategy, just one lesson, it would be this. The biggest financial mistake isn't losing money, it's wasting time. And the scary part? Most people don't realize they're making that mistake until it's too late. Because when you're 18, 20, or even 25, time feels unlimited. You think you'll start investing later, you'll learn about money later, you'll build wealth later. But later has a strange way of turning into years. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why a person earning $50,000 can become richer than someone earning $150,000. And it all comes down to one thing most people completely ignore. When most people think about money, they focus on income. They believe the solution to every financial problem is making more money. So they chase promotions, they chase higher paying jobs, they chase bigger salaries. And there's nothing wrong with that. But here's the part nobody talks about. Making more money doesn't automatically make you wealthy. In fact, there are doctors making hundreds of thousands of dollars every year who live paycheck to paycheck. And there are ordinary people with average incomes quietly building real wealth. How? Because wealth isn't built by how much you earn, it's built by what you do with what you earn. Most people spend years learning how to make money. Almost nobody spends time learning how to keep it. And that's where everything starts going wrong. But before we get to the solution, we need to understand why this happens in the first place. Imagine two 18-year-olds. Let's call them Jake and Alex. Jake gets his first paycheck and immediately upgrades his lifestyle. New clothes, new phone, more eating out, more subscriptions, more stuff. Every time he earns more, he spends more. Now meet Alex. Alex isn't smarter, he isn't richer, but he understands one simple idea. Every dollar can either buy a temporary feeling or buy a future opportunity. So instead of spending every extra dollar, he invests some of it. Not huge amounts, just small amounts consistently. At first, it doesn't look impressive. In fact, it looks boring. And this is where most people fail. Because humans are wired to value immediate rewards over future rewards. A new phone feels exciting today, an investment account doesn't. A vacation feels exciting today, building assets doesn't. The problem isn't intelligence, it's psychology. And that's exactly why most people stay broke longer than they need to. But once you understand the next concept, your entire view of money changes. The money lesson I wish someone told me at 18 is this. Money is not for spending first. Money is for buying freedom. Read that again. Money is not just a tool for consumption, it's a tool for freedom. Because every dollar you save and invest is like hiring a tiny employee. That dollar starts working for you. And unlike you, it doesn't sleep. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't take vacations. It keeps working 24 hours a day. Now imagine thousands of those little employees working for you. That's what investing really is. You're building a workforce. Most people spend all their money before it gets the chance to work. Wealthy people put their money to work before they spend what's left. And that single difference changes everything. But here's where it gets even more powerful. Because there's a force working behind the scenes that most young people completely underestimate. It's called compound growth, and it might be the closest thing to a superpower in finance. Let's keep it simple. Imagine you invest $200 every month starting at 18, not thousands, just $200. Now imagine another person waits until 28 to start. Same investments, same amount. The person who started at 18 often ends up with dramatically more money. Not because they invested more, not because they were smarter, but because they gave their money more time. That's it. Time did most of the work. And this is why waiting is so expensive. Every year you delay learning about money has a hidden cost, a cost most people never calculate. The tragedy isn't that people fail. The tragedy is that they start too late. And once you understand that, your priorities begin to change. But knowing this isn't enough. Let's talk about how to actually use this lesson in real life. If you're young and watching this, here's exactly what I do. First, pay yourself first. The moment money enters your account, save or invest a percentage before spending anything. Not what's left over. First, even if it's only 10%. Second, learn one high-income skill. Sales, content creation, marketing, coding, AI, copywriting. The specific skill matters less than the ability to create value, because your income is your biggest wealth-building tool. Third, avoid lifestyle inflation. This one destroys more wealth than bad investments ever will. Most people increase spending every time income increases. Instead, increase investing when income increases. Fourth, focus on assets. Assets put money into your pocket. Liabilities liabilities take money out. Before buying something expensive, ask yourself, will this make me richer or just look richer? That one question can save you years of financial regret. But the biggest shift isn't tactical, it's mental. And that's what separates wealthy people from everyone else. Most people think like consumers. Wealthy people think like owners. Consumers ask, what can I buy? Owners ask, what can I build? Consumers focus on today's comfort. Owners focus on tomorrow's freedom. Consumers see money as something to spend. Owners see money as something to multiply. And once you start seeing yourself as an owner rather than a consumer, everything changes. You stop chasing status. You start chasing assets. You stop trying to look wealthy. You start becoming wealthy. And that's a completely different game. So if I could go back and tell my 18-year-old self one thing, it would be this. Don't spend your early years chasing money. Spend your early years learning how money works. Because the goal isn't to earn more. The goal is to create freedom. Remember the lesson from the beginning? The biggest financial mistake isn't losing money. It's wasting time. Money can be earned back. Opportunities can return, but time is the one asset you never get back. So start before you feel ready. Start before you know everything. Start before it's perfect. Because years from now, you'll either be grateful you started today or wishing you had. And that decision is being made right now.